Hey, what is up guys? Welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking about Elden Ring build and class guides. So to start out, these are all the classes. There's quite a few of them, and I want to start by saying that whatever class you pick at the beginning is probably not going to be what you end with, so really it doesn't matter what class you start with. You could start with anything, you can still change your stats, because when you're at the meta level, which is about 125, 150, somewhere between there, your stats are going to be all the way different than what they started as. But let's say, for example, you wanted to keep it like that. Your Vagabond is your warrior. So your Vagabond's the one, it's like stronger. You're like just normal, like fighter. It's best for like if you want to start a strength, or I guess maybe a strength and dex build. But yeah, it's one of the main strength builds. Warrior, it's more of a dex build. Doesn't have as much strength. So yeah, if you want to strength, go Vagabond or Hero. Hero, it's all strength, little dex, higher arcane and vigor. Bandit, it's good for arcane. So arcane means bleed. So if you want a bleed build, you want to go with arcane. Honestly, for a first time playthrough, I recommend doing either a strength build or a dex and arcane build. Just say because bleed is at this point in the game really broken, so I really recommend it. If you want an easier game, Astrologer, this is going to be your mage, your main mage, your magic. Yeah, if you just like casting spells, staying kind of far away, this is the one you're going to want. If you want to be a faith boy, this is it. This is one of the two that you'd want to go with. Obviously the high faith. Lower armor, I believe, than the other one. Samurai, this is my favorite. If I'm doing like a dex or a strength build or whatever, I start with this one. Usually if I'm doing a dex build, just because I love the Katana, which is the starting weapon that you get for this one. I absolutely love it. The prisoner, it's a little mixture of a lot, but I'd say it's mostly another casting. This is the other like intellect build. If you want to be a mage, you could also go with this if you want to make it a little bit harder for yourself, because they get a little bit less. Confessor, this is the other faith. This is more like a faith paladin though, so like if you just want to attack, that would be what you would do with this one. So yeah, good physical, good faith. And then Wretch, it's your plain, level 1. All stats are equal across the board, no armor. You just get a club and a torch. Or not a torch, you just get a club. So yeah. So now I'm going to talk about kind of like what all the builds are. So like I said, if you want a strength, you're going to want to go with this guy. He's just super big, muscly. Strength is 14. If you want to be a tank and just clobber everything that you touch, definitely go with this guy. He's probably the best one to start with if you know that you're not going to change it later on. But yeah, I mean, everyone knows what a strength build is. Yeah, so if you want to go with arcane, there's a few different ones you can go with. You can go with bandit. Like I said, I personally prefer samurai even for arcane and dex builds, just because I love the Katana. Katanas cause bleed, which, if you don't know what bleed is, it's basically you hit an enemy a few times, a little red bar builds up for them. Well, I guess they don't have a red bar, they're computers, but a little red bar for you would fill up if someone's hitting you with bleed. And once that bar fills up, a huge amount of health goes away for them and for whoever gets hit by it. So like I said, bleed is broken in this game. I love it. Yeah, so if you want to be just a caster, I recommend Astrologer. Honestly, Astrologer and Prisoner are both pretty similar. It's just, I'd say if you want to do more of a magic warrior, go Prisoner. So like, if you don't know what a magic warrior is, it's basically where you use magic to enchant your weapon to make it stronger. So yeah, if you want to do magic warrior, I'd recommend starting with Prisoner, but really you could start with either one. The stats are it's not hard to change the stats. You could get the stats to where you needed to be pretty quickly regardless of which one you chose. Faith, I personally would go with Confessor if you want to do a faith build, regardless of if you want to just do a straight casting. Faith does have a little bit more mind, so it's a little bit easier, but not much. I'd honestly recommend Confessor just because you have that little bit of strength and dex. It's ultimately just a better class, and it's just higher leveled. I don't know why you wouldn't want to go with Confessor, unless you just want a harder game. So yeah, a dex class, yeah, just go straight with Samurai, easiest. Just because, again, you get one of the best dex weapons in the game to start with. A lot of people use the Uchi Katana, but there are a few other weapons that you can get, which that'll probably be my next video, is just a early game weapons guide to just show you guys where a lot of the best early game weapons are to get you set up for playing, depending on your build. So for I'd show you guys where to get a really good staff and a really good spell. For dex, I mean, you already have the weapons you need, but if you would like the twin blade, I'm going to show you where to get that. Faith, we're going to look for some faith weapons. Strength, there's a couple great swords and a great axe you can get pretty early on. And then arcane / dex and strength. Well, it's a strength and dex weapon, but it bleeds, so I consider also arcane. But there's a really good boss sword he's not that hard to fight just because you have an NPC helping you fight him. So, actually there's two weapons, the Reduvia and the Bloodhound's Fang. But yeah, that'll probably be the next video. Like I said, Wretch, just your basic class, nothing too special there. But yeah, with that being said, in the next video we're going to be going through the early world. I already collected all the items on my account, but so just for simplicity's sake, I'll take you to the area, or like the exact area that it is. There are a couple weapons I didn't grab, so I'll be grabbing those as well. But yeah, that'll be in the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscription, and yep, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.